Hi, Jennifer Salter, founder of Your Elect Team, brokered by eXp Realty. So today we're going to talk about making a KvCore newsletter template. Once you set up your template, sending out your weekly or bi-weekly or monthly newsletter is going to be so much easier. It just takes a few minutes. So feel free to follow along as I show you how to build a great newsletter that looks professional that you can send out to everybody in your database. So we're going to go ahead and get started. Let me go ahead and share my screen. So what you're going to need is for this template, you're going to need KvCore and you're going to need Canva. Canva has free and pro options. You can use either, but Canva is a great tool to use. So we're going to use that today. So on your KvCore dashboard, the first thing that we are going to do is we're going to head on over to marketing and we're going to click on Smart Campaigns. From there, we're going to add a template because we're going to create this as an email template. So it's already selected on email and we're going to add a template. And I'm going to call this my weekly newsletter. And the subject for this one, because it's a test, I'm just going to say, let me put a test up here too, because I already have my weekly newsletter. Test weekly newsletter. All right, from here, we want to select the advanced editor option. So I'm going to go ahead and click on that. And this is going to allow us to build at a better capacity than if we just do the basic functions. So from here, the first thing we're going to do is I like to have a banner up top, professional looking banner. So we're going to add an image. So what you do is you click on image and you drag it over. Now from here, what do you do? Well, in Canva, I've already created my banner, but here's what you would do. So I like this size. I go to Canva, this is the home page, and I create a design. And you're going to do a custom size banner that's going to be 1,000 by 233 pixels. All right, it's going to end up allowing you a space this big, and this is where you're going to put your branding. You're going to put any contact information, team information that you want in here. Now, I have already created one in Canva, so for the purposes of this video, I'm going to download the design and then upload it into my newsletter. So I'm going to press Browse. And I'm going to upload the banner design that I've already created, which is located right here. So now I have a banner. It'll go out on every newsletter I send out. Okay. Underneath, I like to include one row of just text. And I keep this short and sweet, but you go to rows, you select the one long rectangular. There you go. And we're going to go back to content and we're going to drag over text, okay? Now, again, to avoid you sitting around watching me type, I have gone to my notes and saved what I put in last week's blurb. So again, it's just going to be a week by week or bi-weekly little blurb that you're going to put in for, every one of your contacts. So this is what I wrote last time. Hope you had a wonderful holiday. I talk about how we're going to be hosting a home buyer seminar. I also explain that if they're looking to sell, they can get an up-to-date home worth report. Talk a little bit about this week's edition, which is going to explain the market change, real estate local news, and some happening events in the Triangle because we have some light displays and other things. So now underneath, what I like to do is I go back over to rows, a singular row again, and I'm going to drag it. And in here, I'm going to put like a header, like a little text. So I go to content, go to my text, and I'm going to drag it over. From here, the title that I put in this section for this week was Holiday Light Displays in the Triangle. You can do anything you want, obviously. So I double click, paste it. And now I like mine to be centered. So I go over here to the centered tag. And you can change the color of the text if you like. As you can see right now, the text is gray. I can select it. Let's let's say I want it red, any color you want. Now, we're going to go back over to rows, and this is where we're going to choose something different. So instead of doing the one singular one, we are going to go to the 2 equal rows. I'm going to drag it over. And now I have 2 content blocks. I like to include like articles that are local news. So what I like to do is I go back over to my content, and I'm going to drag text into the left side. And on the right side, this is where I put an image or a video or something like that. So I usually put an image that I created in Canva that when you click on it takes you to whatever article I'm referencing. So to avoid any copyright issues, I just design an image that I create in Canva, and I can show you very quickly how to do that. So to avoid you watching me type, I'll show you what I put in that little section. So I put best triangle light displays. Check out these ticketed and free light displays. I'm going to copy that. And you can change the size and whatever else you want to do. If I want to make this in the middle, there we go. Now on this side, this is when you choose a picture. So the article is about holiday lights. I don't want to take a picture from the article. So what I would do is go over to Canva Home. And I like to create the Facebook post size just to have an image. So I would go over where it says create a design. It's not normally this slow, but it always is slow when I'm recording. So I'm going to create a design, and I'm going to click on a Facebook post, which is one of their standard options. So it's already sized right over here. And it's going to give me like a blank square that I can put different items in. So for the purposes of this, I'll just show you really quickly. Canva offers a variety, 1 million for free accounts for stock photos that are, copyright free that you can use. And if you're a Canva Pro member, you get even more than that. So I might go over here to photos, and I might just type in holiday lights and see what pops up. So I can type it in right here, holiday lights. And as you see, there's a ton of images that I will be able to choose and drag on over and save this to my desktop. Okay. You can add text over it, so you can put holiday lights or whatever you want to put. What I did for that spot, let me go back to our newsletter, is I posted a picture that I created in Canva, and I'm just going to insert it into that spot. So this is the photo that I used. I'm going to insert it. Now, I want to link this to the article. So I saved the link for you guys in my browser. This was the link to the article that shows all the area triangle lights displays that people can either pay for or go for free. Now, when I click on this image, over here, this is the URL image. You want to leave this as is. Underneath, where it says action, you're going to want to paste wherever you want that to redirect. Now, I also like to put it on the text side, just in case. So you can put whatever you read about it now. And then I'm going to link this. So I'm going to highlight it right here. And right here, this little button that shows the link, I'm going to click on it, and I'm going to insert that same link. Okay. So now here's our first article. The next thing that I'm going to do, and I like the text to kind of be even, so I might scroll this down just a little bit. Try to get it like almost the same size as the image, just like that. Now I am going to add another heading by going over to the rows. I'm going to grab a single row. I'm going to drag it down, and then I'm going to add text to it. I'm going to take the text, hold it down, drag it on over. And for this one, I think I call it like your weekly local real estate news. Yeah, local real estate news highlights. So in that section, it's always going to be things that are going on with real estate that affect our local area. So I'm going to put it, I'm going to center it. Again, it can be any color you want. You can leave it as is, or you can go over here and make it more pertinent to your brand, okay? Just like before, we are going to go over to the rows, and I'm going to do the 2 equal ones, drag it, and on the left side, we're going to do text by going to content, text, drag it over, and then again on the right, this one is an image. Last week, I actually did a video, so either image or video, whatever. Now you're going to type whatever it is. I'm going to copy. So this week, I featured an article that talked about living in a college town because we are surrounded by colleges. And it talks about how it affects the local real estate market and just the market as a whole. It's a very interesting article. So, you know, find articles that are pertinent to your area. From here, I am going to, on the other side, I went to Canva. I did a Facebook post. I put in something that would be related to the article I found. That way I'm not infringing on copyright laws. For the purposes of the video, let me just go ahead and show you what I had created. So I created this design. It says college town, and I took a generic photo. I'm going to insert it right in here. And again, want to link that to the article. So I'm going to take in whatever the link is. I'm going to click on it. And then in the image action URL, I'm going to paste wherever the article is, okay? And then on this side, I'm also going to put read all about it here. And then I'm going to highlight the text, press the link button, and enter in the URL, okay? The next section, this is where it gets fun. So the first thing to do is insert another heading, okay? So I'm going to go over here to the rows. I'm going to do one more. Let me see if I can move this up so it's bigger. And then I'm going to put it right under. So I'm going to drag it underneath. And I'm going to insert text into this block. And this one I call search all available homes. That way buyers can be looking for homes when they get your newsletter. And I like all caps for my headings. All available homes. I like to bold it with the B. I center it. And underneath, now here's where it gets cool. So we're going to go down and we're going to do rows. And I'm going to do the 3 equal ones right here. I'm going to drag it under. Now, inside each of these rows, we are going to insert buttons that are for different cities or counties so people can search in those areas. So I'm going to click on the button. I'm going to drag it to the left one, to the middle one, and to the right one. Now, because I work in many different areas, I actually am going to copy this row with the buttons 2 other times. You can do it as many times as you want. So let me show you how to do that. So I'm going to click on this row, and this button right here that looks like the square within the square, I'm going to click it, and it's going to copy for me. It duplicates it. Now, wherever your area is, so for me, I might want to showcase Raleigh homes, Durham homes, homes in Cary, in Wake Forest, but I also work in a variety of counties. So let me now widen that and go to Wake County, Franklin County, Arnett County, etc., etc. Okay. Now, if you want to do colors here, watch this. So we can change the button colors, but we can also change the row. So you go to the row, and right here, we are going to want to just change the content area, okay? If you do the row, it's going to make it wider than your text. Just trust me. Go to content area, And let's say I want to make it this color blue. Okay. I'm going to now do the same thing for here. I'm going to go to the bottom content area, blue. You can do any color. Oop, let me select the row. Blue. All right. Same thing with the buttons. You click on the button, and again, you can change the color. So if I want to do this in my red, okay, I could just go through again, click on that, do the red. You can get as fancy with this as you want. For the purposes of this video, I'm not going to do all of them. Now, here's where it gets fun. So what you're going to do is you're going to go to your main homepage with eXp Realty, okay? Again, my site doesn't take this long to load, but when I'm recording, it seems to take a long time. Okay, from here, I'm going to start with the cities that I have buttons for, and I'm on my main page. So I'm going to start with Raleigh, and I'm not even going to filter out any of the criteria right now. I'm just going to click Raleigh, search. Now, wherever that brings you to, okay, whatever link it opens up for you, that's what we're going to copy, and we're going to paste it for the URL. So I'm going to copy it. And let me wait for this to load just so you can see what your clients or buyers will see when they click on Raleigh Homes. It will open up a lot faster for them, I promise. But it'll give you a map image, and on the right-hand side, it'll allow them to filter it by price, by whatever they want, okay? By townhomes, by condos, all of that. So I'm going to take the link that I just grabbed, and I'm going to click on the button, Raleigh. Okay, it says link type URL. This is where it's going to redirect. Okay, I don't have to press save or anything. Now I just go on to the next one. And again, I would do the same process. I'd go back to my website, the front page, and then I would enter in Durham instead of Raleigh. Or if you want to make a squeeze page, if you know how to do that. But for those of you who may struggle with all of that, this could be an easier way to do it. I'm going to press search. Once it shows me the link, I'm going to copy that link and put it for that button. And I'm going to continue that process until I'm done with all of my buttons. So I'm going to copy and click on Durham. And in the URL, I'm going to just paste it. Once I have that, this is the next section of my article, or my newsletter rather. I take the one content bar, and this is where I like to showcase our weekly market. So I'm going to drag over a text box by going to content, text. I'm going to call this weekly Wake County Market Glimpse. Now, I'm going to bold this. I'm going to center it. Now, underneath, I'm going to put a singular row, and I'm going to make it an image. I like to make a pie chart in Canva, and I like to put whatever the week by week is for our market, what's new on the market, what's pending, what's under contract, all of that. So I'm going to drag an image. Now, in Canva, you have the ability to create. So what you're going to do is when you go to the home of Canva, where it's create a design in the upper right-hand corner, I'm going to look for a pie chart. And they have a ton. So you have to play around with this. And because this is not a Canva video, I'm not going to go into all the details in this video. But if you help creating a pie chart, just reach out to me. So I'm going to click on pie chart. Okay. Right here. And it's going to give me a bunch of options actually in the left-hand side, a bunch of templates that I'm going to be able to select from. But like I said, for the purposes of the video, what's important to know is you can choose whatever pie chart you like. And when you click on the pie chart itself, it's going to give you the ability to fill it in with the numbers and the names of whatever you want. So I think that I actually did this one right here. Nope, I may have done, let me look. Because this one has percentages. I think I want numbers. So what you're going to do is you're going to call it whatever you want, okay? And then when you click on this image once, it open up all these things. So I can change the item to be like new on market. And I'm going to go to my MLS to find the last 7 days stat, or if you do bi-weekly, the last 2 weeks, okay? Or monthly, the last 30 days. And I'm going to put how many homes are new on the market in that area. I'm going to do the pending homes, and I'm going to continue this all the way through, okay? I'm going to change these headings. Let me show you the one I created. So when I go back over to KvCore, I'm ready to insert my file. This is what I created. And all you have to do is alter the numbers week by week. Canva saves your designs. So it takes me literally like 2 minutes to adjust the numbers, download it, and upload the new image. So this was last week's. And it's just a little, blurb. So it shows how many are under contract, to the market, sold. And all I have to do is every time I go back to Canva, back to that image, and I can show the change. I do percentages of how much it's changed in the last week or 2 weeks or whatever you do. Let me find out where it went. I do a lot in Canva, as you can see. So, of course, I'm not going to find what I'm looking for. But I just go back to it, and then I change the numbers. Here it is. So I'm going to edit the original. I input the new data by clicking once on the image. And then I have my little formulas of how to do percentage of change. So I can see the percentage decrease or increase, and I just add it by adding text. So you click once, and I just change these numbers every week. And then I download the picture again. And if you want to include, the percentages, all you have to do is just add a little text. You'll just add a little text just by clicking on it and changing and doing it that way. But very, very easy. It takes me about 2 minutes each week. So that is how you make a template in KvCore. Now let me show you how to save it and how to use it for mass emails. You can put signature underneath. You can put your social buttons. For instance, if you click on content and, oh, actually, I like to do schedule a meeting. So what I do is I drag this to the bottom. Let me go to the rows, drag a single row right underneath, and I'm going to put a button in here. And this, I have Calendly, and that allows people to schedule phone calls or anything they want with me. So let me drag it right there. Now I just put the link and I say schedule a time to or with Jennifer. Okay, so from here, the link type URL, I would just do my Calendly link. Okay, that's it, just like that. And now you have your newsletter, and at the end, it should look something. Let me go to my Gmail. Well, I can show you in here, actually. Let me be core. I'm not going to save it because I've already done this before. So I'm going to find mine, newsletter. All right. So this is what mine looks like when it actually goes out. We'll preview it. to open up the window, and that's how week to week I can make changes to it. Just make sure to press a template every week. That way it'll keep your new material. But this is what mine looks like when it goes out. There's the Let's Chat. And KvCore will attach your signature as long as you've put it in there under your profile tab. Make sure you have a signature that goes out, and it'll go out with every that's sent. And I change this week by week. So now that we've done that, how do we send this mass email? What you're going to go ahead and do is go to All Marketing under the Marketing tab. And you're going to go to Scheduled Mass Emails. I send out my newsletter every Wednesday morning, so I gather all my data on Tuesday evening. And what you do is you click on Schedule Email. Now here where it says Send to Contacts with Status, I send this to everyone. So I click on everything in here. New leads, active leads, past clients, active clients, everything. Once I have done that, it's a template, right? So we're going to go to whatever the templates. There it is. I'm going to make sure it's been updated from the prior week. And it's going to allow me to edit. So if I have last minute edits to make, you're going to be able to do that. If I check everything all looks okay, from there, I'm going to go to when to send. I'm going to pick a date. I always send it on Wednesday. And I always send it around 9 in the morning. And then all you have to do is press schedule. Oop. My screen just kind of cut out. Then the only thing you're going to do is press schedule. There you guys are. Go ahead and stop sharing. This was a quick tutorial on how to create a KvCore newsletter template. If you need more help, don't hesitate to reach out. But basically, once you get that template, every week will only take you 5 minutes or less to update that template and get it sent out through scheduling a mass email to go out. It's very easy. It looks professional, and it's a great way to be top of mind for your clients. Not only are you including local market information, but you're also including something around town or something that's not related to real estate. So I really like to include events that are going on around town. People may not know about them. And so I want to be that resource as a community guide for them. I hope this was helpful, and enjoy the rest of your day.